Namaste, friends. Gary Gilgan here. In this video, I want to share with you the biggest reason why people give up on their New Year's resolutions and never accomplish their goals. You know, the diagram I have right here, it so radically transformed my life, and I believe that by the end of this video, it's going to radically transform yours too. You know, prior to 2006, when I really had my awakening and really got on this journey of, spiritual and personal development, I was actually a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school when I was 16. I still don't even have a GED. I was hanging out with gang members, but luckily my dad kind of pulled me aside and said, hey, you're kind of headed in the wrong direction. So I became a semi-truck mechanic. And I really thought I was going to do that for my entire life. When I was 19, my dad and I started a auto repair store that we still own to this day. He still works there. And I thought that was going to be my life. And then in 2006, I discovered the movie The Secret. I discovered Bob Proctor, who's now a mentor of mine. And the information that I learned radically transformed my life to the point where I quit working as a semi-truck mechanic, and I ventured off on my own to become an entrepreneur. And since learning this information and learning how this diagram works, I've gone on to create multiple seven-figure businesses, and right now working on actually $1 billion company. And I actually discovered this diagram over the winter holiday of 2012. And when I discovered this diagram and how it works, it radically transformed my life. Okay, what you've got to understand is you are a multi-dimensional being. Okay, you live in the physical world and you also live in a non-physical world simultaneously at all times. Okay, and we have been conditioned to focus on trying to change the physical world. We're trying to change our results. We're trying to have more money. We're trying to create relationship. We're trying to get cars and clothes and houses and stuff. And we're trying to do that by forcing our will on our physical body. But the problem with that is you're a multi-dimensional being. And what really runs your body are the subconscious programs or paradigms that are running in your subconscious or the non-physical you. Okay, so what this diagram is, back in the 1930s, there was a doctor named Dr. Thurman Fleet. And Dr. Thurman Fleet was a doctor, and what he noticed, or what he discovered, was that Western medicine really only treats the symptoms. It doesn't really go after the cause of dis-ease. And what he decided was to really go after the cause of the dis-ease, and that is, what's going on internally, emotionally, vibrationally, okay? And what he discovered is there really wasn't a diagram of the mind and how the mind influenced the body. And he came up with this diagram, okay? This diagram is you, okay? You are a non-physical being. Okay, this is your mind. Okay, there's two parts of your mind. The top part right here, this is the conscious mind. Okay, this is the part of you that thinks. This is the part of you that reasons, that questions. Okay, below that, you've got the subconscious mind. Okay, this is where your programs or your paradigms are. Hope you can read that on the camera. But anyways, okay, this is where your program, this does not question. It is programmed through your conscious mind, through repetition and through emotionalization. Okay, so when you have an experience, an emotional experience or an experience that repeats over and over again, okay, those ideas are implanted into the subconscious mind. Those are called paradigms. Okay, and we can break paradigms up into three different categories. Okay, they are I am, people are, and life is. Okay? So, growing up from about the age of 2 to 8, but really even before that, actually 49 days after conception, Buddhists believe that 49 days after conception, 7 times 7 is 49, the soul enters the embryo or the fetus. And as soon as that soul enters the body, it is being programmed through the body of the mother. So if the mother is experiencing trauma, that trauma is then passed down to the little baby that's growing in her belly. Okay? So you're being programmed. Okay? And then the 8 years old is about when we come into the age of reason, when we start to really develop our conscious mind and we start to question things. That was supposed to be a question mark. There you go. Okay? So we start to look at the world and we start to categorize them in these 3 different areas. I am beautiful, I am ugly, I am rich, I am poor, so on and so forth. Okay? People are. Okay? Men are dogs. Women are gold diggers. Okay? White people, black people, yellow people, orange people. People are. And then life is. Making money is difficult. Finding love is hard. Real men don't exist anymore. So on and so forth. When you have these beliefs and you hold them with conviction, they are now implanted into the subconscious mind. Okay, this is the non-physical part of you. Okay, then you have the body. This is the physical part of you. And if you'll notice, the body is the smaller part of you. The physical, the non-physical, and the infinite up here, we don't even really talk about that on this video, but the infinite part of you, this is much bigger. This is who you really are. This drives this. This is automatic, actually. 95% of everything you do from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed is an unconscious program. Okay? So, if you believe I'm a loser, okay, let's say if you're in sports, you're in business, you're trying to find a relationship, but you think you're a loser, okay, when you see that guy or gal, across the room and you want to go talk to them, but if you think I'm a loser, or I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve love, the subconscious sends that program down to the body. The body feels an emotion. That emotion might be fear, worry, paranoia, and then it takes action or it doesn't take action. Like in the case of, making a cold call if you're in sales, or going and approaching someone because you want to ask them out on a date. If you think I'm a loser or I'm not good enough, as soon as you see that person and you get that urge, like, oh my gosh, I want to go talk to this person, or I want to pick up the phone and call that person back and close a deal, okay? But if you believe these things, then the body's not even going to take action, because the body is the instrument of the mind. Okay? You really don't have much free will, in my opinion. From my research over the past 15 years, I've come to the conclusion I don't have that much free will. The free will I do have is to create the programs. When I create the programs, the body will automatically go out and take action in kind, because my emotions will change. If I believe I am good enough, I am worthy, making money is easy, people like me, women are attracted to me, men are attracted to me, okay? If I have those beliefs and I hold them with conviction, okay, when I see a lady that I want to go talk to, or I want to make a new friend, or I want to start a new business, I'm going to go knocking on my neighbor's doors, cold calling them, okay? When I think about the action that I have to take, yeah, I might feel fear, because especially if it's something new, but if I feel I'm good enough, I like myself, I love myself, then yeah, I might feel that fear, but then I'm going to go into confidence, and then I'm going to go out there and take action. Okay? So to recap, you're a multi-dimensional being. You have a physical body, but then you also have a non-physical part of you. And you're living in both realities simultaneously at the same time. Okay? And your body takes action based off the programs that you have programmed into your subconscious biocomputer. And those are I am, people are, and life is programs. 95% of everything you do from the time you wake up in the morning till the time you go to bed and every action you take in between, 95% of those actions are subconscious programs. Okay? So here's the reason why most people give up on their resolutions within 30 days. It's been scientifically studied or proven, or there's evidence thereof, that, most people, I would 80-20 rule, 80% of people give up on their New Year's resolutions within the first 30 days of the new year. Okay, so let's say you want to go out, you want to create new results. Okay? You want money, you want love, okay? You want health, okay? You want spirituality, okay? You want all those things. You want better results in all of those areas. So what do? Okay, we buy a course at the end of the year. We get a new ebook. I've got an ebook out there that's free if you want to check it out to create goals. Okay, we write down our goals and we're like, that's it. This is it. This is the year. I'm going to make it happen. Okay, but then we go out and we start taking action. We go out and we buy a new sweatsuit to go to the gym. We buy some new shoes. We get a haircut. We write our goals. Okay, I'm going to make more prospecting calls. I'm going to see more clients. I'm going to make that money. I'm going to get that relationship. I'm going to have better health. I'm going to start drinking less, eating less junk food, so on and so forth. We start taking action and then we sabotage ourselves because we're just trying to force our will on our body. And what happens is that the paradigm always wins out over the will. The will is not as strong as your paradigm. So what happens if you don't change these beliefs? Okay, making money is hard. So yeah, you might write down on the piece of paper that you want to be a millionaire. But if you believe making money is hard, that belief, that program contradicts your desire. So you're never going to reach the desire. Because guess what? In order for you to make the money, you got to pick up the phone. And when you got to pick up the phone, what happens? You feel the emotion of fear, worry, anxiety. And when you feel those emotions, you say, I'm going to go take a coffee break. I'm going to take a smoke break. I'm going to go get a donut. Okay? You see that lady or that guy across the room and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so attracted to that person. I'm feeling magnetized or pulled towards them. And then as soon as you say, I'm going to go talk to him. I'm going to go talk to him. Just going to say hi. Hi. It's a 2-letter word that can change your entire life. But as soon as you get up to go, boom, fear, worry, anxiety, punch you in the face, and you sit back down and I'm just going to get on the old Tinder. Okay? So, this is why most people give up on their New Year's resolutions. This is why most people never accomplish their goals, because they're trying to just force their willpower on their physical body. But the problem is the body is taking its orders from the mind, from the subconscious mind. So, what you must do in order to achieve your goals, in order to finally create the results that you really truly want in your life, you have to start at the cause. You have to start at the root. And the root are these 3 programs. I am, people are, life is. So, you really got to take a personal inventory of what are your programs. When you look in the mirror, I remember when I was younger, especially, when I was a teenager, junior high and high school, man, I would look in the mirror and I would hate myself. I would literally say to myself in the mirror, I hate you. I hate your big Jew nose. I hated my face. I had, acne all over my face. I hated myself. And then when I started finding this information, I read a beautiful book by Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life. And I teach people this. Probably the most important thing I do teach people is what's called mirror work. Spending time in the mirror, looking at your own face, looking deep into your own eyes, saying, I love you. I appreciate you. I want the very best for you. Changing that program. Because there was a time in my life where I didn't think I was good enough. And man, it's taken a lot of hard work, a lot of repetition, a lot of persistence. But now I love myself. I love myself. I appreciate myself. Okay? People are. Okay? What do you believe about people? What do you believe about a certain color of a person? This is 2021, people. If you're judging someone based on the color of their skin, oh my gosh, you're never going to win the game. That is just pure ignorance. Nobody is better than anybody based on the color of their skin. That is so ignorant. And then life is. Okay, losing weight is easy or hard. What do you believe? Making money is easy or hard. What do you believe? I've made so much money doing absolutely nothing in my life. After I really changed that program. Making money is easy. Women love me. People are attracted to me. People like me because I like them. I love people. I love hearing their stories. I love getting them to just talk about themselves. I am so healthy. I'm invincible. My health is invincible. I've never been, I shouldn't say never, speaking in those sort of, certainty, because I did get pneumonia once, but I only got pneumonia because what was going on inside. Inside, remember, break up the word. Dis-ease. Dis-ease is just a body that's not at ease. So if you're full of resentment, anger, guilt, shame, if you're running those type of programs in that subconscious, the body cannot handle that. It wants us to live in a place of peace and love and cooperation. But if you're still holding on to a grudge from something that happened, freaking decades ago, your body can't hold on to that forever. And then it's going to manifest in dis-ease, cancer, osteoporosis, arthritis. All of those dis-eases are emotions that have not been processed and released by the body. They're still in the subconscious. Okay, so again, to recap, if you want to change the results in your life, it's not about taking more action. That is an old way of thinking. You do have to take action. But I teach that the action that you take will be natural and spontaneous, and it will also be inspired from a greater part of you that have you ever had an idea in the shower? You're relaxed, you're just hanging out, chilling, and then boom, idea comes to you to make $1 million. But if you don't have a solid foundation, you might get the idea, you might attract the idea. But if you haven't worked on that stuff, the emotions are always gonna kick you right back. So, you want to change your results, you must change the programs that are running in your biocomputer. The biocomputer, the subconscious mind, sends orders to and through the body. Then the body goes out and it takes action that are in harmony with the programs. It will never, just like I said, if you write down that you want to become a millionaire, but you don't think you're good enough, and you think making money is hard, and people are scary, and people don't like me, and all those different sort of destructive programs, then you're never going to get the money. You're never going to get the girl or the guy. You're never going to lose the weight or be in the health that you want. You're never going to have the peace and the connection and the unconditional love until you change these things. So in the next video, I'm actually going to share with you what you need to do to change these programs once and for all, and how to do them quickly so that you can start taking action in harmony with your desires. So I hope you enjoyed this video, had a lot of fun making it. We'll see you on the next one.